Hello, you guys. Happy Tuesday for you. We are excited for today's training, and it looks like there are quite a few other people that are excited for today's training that is all about Pin to Win. They are 7 10-minute Pinterest tasks that you can start doing today, okay? Whether you are a Pinterest pro, maybe you have 200,000 followers on there, or you're just getting started and you just created your account in the last few months. These quick, actionable tasks are going to help you level up your strategy and get you seen by more of the ideal audience that you want reading the content on your blog and then opting into your stuff and then following you in all the places and all the things, right?
So what are you going to learn? You're going to learn how to quickly create and optimize pins that grab attention. You're going to learn easy ways to engage with high-performing content. And you're going to learn some simple tips to organize and optimize your boards for discoverability.
There you go. So what are you going to walk away with? Number one, you're going to walk away with a clear understanding of 7 powerful Pinterest tasks that you can do in just minutes a day. Okay. This can become part of your morning work or what have you. Okay. All right. You're also going to walk away with practical strategies to build engagement and drive traffic back to your site. That's the goal here. We can do all this growth. You can have 200,000 Pinterest followers, but if they're not sending traffic to your site, what are they good for? Okay. And number 3, the tools to develop a habit of consistent Pinterest growth without spending hours online because you have things to do like raise a family and run a business. Okay.
Right. So what's your aha moment? This training is for you if you have been overwhelmed by what to focus on with Pinterest, unsure of how to maximize your strategy, or you simply just need some quick ways to elevate your efforts without added stress, right? We all have enough to do, right? We need some fast wins, quick wins, me and Crystal like to call them. So these tasks are simple but effective, and you're going to see results if, this is the key with everything in blogging, if you stick with them consistently.
That's right.
Okay, so grab your laptop because we're about to pin our way to success.
All right, so let's break them down. I am so glad that you're here, Kimberly Stroh. You're going to love this. Hey, Angela and Samantha Rossi and Katie and all the people. Risa, I love seeing you over here too. I saw this morning something that you shared on Facebook about AI images. And I'm like, yeah, the fork is disappearing into the plate. How interesting is that? Those are things my teenagers catch. Anyway, all right. So number 1, create one fresh pin. Why are fresh pins key? Pinterest rewards new content. Did you know that? A fresh pin, at least right now they do. That could change. It's not our platform. We don't make the rules, and those with the gold make the golden rules. So right now we know that Pinterest rewards new content. A fresh pin doesn't have to be a brand new blog post.
Right.
Product. Think about that.
It doesn't even have to be new photos.
Exactly. It can be a different design, a different angle, different text on it, what have you, for an existing URL. All right. So how do they do it in 10 minutes?
Yeah, like I always think of Waffle House, right?
Mm-hmm.
Smothered, covered, chunked, like all the things, right? Flip it, stretch it, shrink it, right? That's what we're doing with our photos. We don't have to create a new one. Anyway, so how do you do it in 10 minutes? Number 1, pick a blog post, pick a product, pick any piece of content that you want to promote. Be smart about what you're promoting. Don't just promote it because, it doesn't have a lot of traffic right now or whatever the reason is. We want to promote the things that are making us money, right? Okay. So pick a blog post or a product to promote, and then use a quick tool like Canva or Tailwind Create to make a new pin design for that post. Then number 3, I homeschooled my kids.
Number 3. Eyes on me. Number 3.
Number 3, add an attention-grabbing title and a strong call to action like click. Call to action for free printables. And number 4, save it to a relevant Pinterest board. It's easy as that.
Relevant. Have a method with that, okay? All right, so here's a pro tip. Experiment with different styles. Try bold text. Try colorful images or clean and minimal designs to see what resonates with your audience. One thing that we found is some people will just use the same templates over and over again, and then it all just looks like a sea of the same thing as you scroll on their Pinterest, right?
Well, what we have found is that people who do really well on Instagram kind of recreate all that on Pinterest. And it just doesn't work on Pinterest, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Instagram, like when you say you're 9, you want them to be cohesive and beautiful and branded and right.
Rules are
But
not
on
the
Pinterest,
same. Right.
that's just lost.
Mm-hmm.
You want each individual one to stand out on its own.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Before we move on, I'm going to say real quick, I'm going to stop my camera for like 2 seconds so that I can change my blinds because I have to get in front of my computer because this is driving me nuts. Okay. You keep going.
So where are we at? Are we on number 2? Did you say your pro tip?
I said my pro tip. That's literally what we were just talking about, Crystal. Okay.
Okay. Number 2, repin top performing content. Why does it work? Because repinning your own best performing pins and popular content that's related to your niche keeps your boards fresh and it keeps them engaging.
Yes.
So we're making new pins and we're repinning our top stuff, right?
Yep. All right. So how are you going to do this? How are you going to do it in 10 minutes? Right. So number 1, open your Pinterest analytics and look at your top performing pins. When's the last time that you've done that? It's time to do it. Okay. Then repin them to a different relevant board, not the same one. Okay. And add new keywords to the pin description to expand its reach. Guys, something that I can tell you that I'm heavily working on with Pinterest right now, and I think you should be working on it too, is ensuring that you are targeting keywords on Pinterest. And they may not be the same exact keywords that you're targeting for your blog. Okay. You need to be doing that. All right. Something else you need to be doing is pinning far enough in advance. That's another conversation for another day. But all right. I've said it.
So you people that are telling me you're working on Easter honey, you're behind. You're behind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. It's summertime.
Right. Are you pinning summer stuff? Okay.
Okay. So here's a pro tip. They're not dead, guys. Use popular group boards. Find some. Ask in our Facebook group if anybody has any good group boards. So use those popular group boards and repin your content because they still work. There's greater exposure in those group boards.
Okay. I want to expand a little bit on what you just said. So right now for Easter stuff, this is the end. This is the end final stretch of pinning Easter stuff, right? So you've scheduled all of this a long time ago probably, and it's the final stretch is hitting, okay? But yes, you are ramping up summer on Pinterest. All right? Okay, just want to clarify that. Number 3, you need to search for trending ideas. So how does knowing trending ideas boost your visibility, or does it boost your visibility? Okay. Pinterest trends guide users' searches. All right. So if this is something that people are searching for and it's trending, you're going to show up for it. So by creating content around what's popular, you stay relevant and you increase your chances of being discovered. It is discoverability the way that Reels are discoverability on stories and Instagram. Okay. I'm sorry, on Instagram and Facebook Reels. Okay. Facebook and Instagram Reels are a way to get discovered. Following trend things on Pinterest is a way to get discovered. Okay. How are they going to do this in 10 minutes?
How are you going to do it in 10 minutes? Well, number 1, you're going to go to Pinterest Trends tool. Just Google it if you don't know where it is. And you search for seasonal topics in your niche. And then take note of those popular keywords, fall home decor ideas or spring gardening projects. What I really want you to do is open up a quick Google Doc or Excel spreadsheet or Notion or OneNote or whatever it is that you use to keep your notes. And start creating a list of potential pin titles and descriptive words that are inspired by those trends. Okay.
Yep.
And just keep adding to it and make sure and go back to that whenever you're pinning your stuff or you're creating new pins so that you can fill out that description and that title with some of those trigger words.
Yep. All right. So here's a pro tip for you. Save your findings for future pin creation sessions and use them to plan your editorial calendar.
When we say editorial calendar, we mean your Pinterest editorial calendar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All of your places should have an editorial calendar. It's why we say all the time that each thing is like a full-time job of its own, right? Email, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, blogging, YouTube. Each one is like a full-time job.
Mm-hmm. Stressful. Is anybody else stressed out?
Katie says, if we should be pinning ahead, we should be looking at those particular months in analytics, correct? Or right? Yes, but also the Pinterest Trends tool will tell you what was trending this time last year and what's coming.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's talk about joining and engaging in group boards, which Melissa just shared that she's got some group boards that she's willing to invite people to. So, all right, why should we focus on group boards, Kelly?
Hold on. Why group boards? Because they're a hidden gem, right? Group boards they were super popular back in the day, and then Pinterest got crazy and people stopped using Pinterest, and so they stopped using or utilizing group boards in quite the same way. And now everybody's going back to Pinterest, and I feel like a lot of people are forgetting that those group boards are still a thing. They are a fantastic way to reach a larger, like-minded audience while building meaningful connections with other bloggers in your niche, right? Because when you collaborate with others, you're going to find inspiration. You will expand your own network, and you're going to boost the visibility of your pins in a supportive community.
Okay. How can we do that in just 10 minutes a day? Number one, you're going to reach out to your tribe mates. So Melissa Hagen is sharing with you that she has a group board that's available, or some group boards that you could become a member of. So that's part of building a tribe, right? Ask fellow bloggers or ask your tribe mates if they belong to any active or high quality group boards, or if they own one that align with your niche. Now, if Melissa's group boards are food, okay, you're not going to pin your preschool stuff to it. Right. You're not going to pin your travel stuff to it. Okay.
Unless it's travel food.
Food related. Personal recommendations are often the best way to find boards that are worth your time. People say, yes, I get results from this. Yes, this group is high quality pens. It is active. Like, I use it. You should use it too. Okay. All right. What's another way?
Research niche boards. Use Pinterest to search for group boards by keywords relevant to your audience, and look at the quality of the content, the collaborator activity, and the board engagement before you send a join request, okay? Make sure it's actually worth it.
And then engage authentically. Once you're approved, share 1 to 2 of your best pins to the group board. Balance this by pinning high quality content from other members on that board. Your Pinterest feed should not just be your stuff, okay? Or your saved pins should not just be your stuff. This mutual support helps to foster trust and collaboration, but it's also showing that you find value in other people's content and you want to share that stuff with your Pinterest followers. All right, we have a pro tip for you.
Focus on quality over quantity. Focus on quality over quantity. It's better to join 1 or 2 highly active boards with engaged members than a dozen boards where activity has stalled. So talk to your blogger friends. Over in our group, there should be a link in the description, okay? Go there and talk to people and share tips about boards that are performing well for you so that other people can know which ones to join, right? This approach it's not about marketing your own content, but about growing alongside this entire community. Because when you collaborate authentically, everybody wins. Remember, do not be selfish. We don't drop and go, right?
Right. I'm just remembering that my teenager's car, the tags expired on it last month, or at the end of last month, and I completely forgot about it, and it just entered my mind. These are the things that go through my mind at the craziest moments. Okay. Number 5, optimize.
Hold on. Before we go to number 5, do we want to go ahead and share our printable real quick?
Sure. Yep. We've got a great printable created for you. Text the word Pinterest to 251-644-6701. And it's going to send you the printable. Now, here's the deal. If you do that and you don't get a response, that means that you have, at some point in the past, said stop, okay, which forced a D&D, which is do not disturb. When you do that, we can't send stuff to you, okay? So if you want our free trainings and you want the free printable that goes with them, don't D&D us. I mean, it's an honest, fair trade, okay? So if that does happen to you and you want to undo it so that you can get today's printable, text the word start and only the word start. Don't be like Kelly Crystal, blah, 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 blah. We might see it eventually, but the system won't automatically recognize what it needs to do. Okay. So when you text the word start, wait a couple minutes, then text the word Pinterest, and then it will send it to you. And then don't DND us. Okay.
Yeah.
So that you can get the samples.
Guys, we do not send a lot of text messages because they are expensive. They are like
Pay for
20 times as expensive as sending an email. Just so y'all know, for every single text message we send, we have to pay for that individual text message. So we don't send a lot. We send one a week. Sometimes we send a second one because something super awesome is going on. But just
So actually, we not only pay for that and pay for the program that it's in and pay for every send, we pay for a staff member to create the printable. We volunteer our times on Monday. Yesterday, Kelly and I were in meetings from 9:30 in the morning until what time did we end? Almost 4, right?
Yeah, and then we still have more to do today.
Right. We didn't even get to finish. We get off of here and we're going to keep going. So what I'm telling you is, it's a pretty fair exchange. Thank you so much for saying that it looks good. We will let April, our printable creator, know. It is a pretty fair exchange for us to give you this for free. And we put in all the work on the back end to make it happen. Okay. So that you can have the money and the work, so that you can have this. We really, truly want this industry to continue to soar and to continue to scale and grow. Okay. That's why we're here and why we do this. Alrighty. So there's that. There's the number that you need to do. So number 5, optimize one Pinterest board. Why are organized Pinterest boards effective for attracting new followers? A well-structured board is easier to find in searches and it keeps followers engaged. Have you thought about it that way? So how can they do that in 10 minutes?
10 minutes. Number 1, pick one board. Pick one board. Optimize. Melissa says there is a list of group boards in our group now. So when we finish this live, jump over to Learn to Blog Better. There should be a link in the description, and look for Melissa Hagen's post on group boards. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. So 10 minutes. Pick one board to optimize. Number 2, update the board title and the description with your keywords. Remember, you found your keywords a couple 10 minutes ago, right? A few 10-minute tasks ago. And then number 3, go ahead and rearrange that board so that you can feature the most visually appealing and relevant pins at the top.
Okay, so here's a pro tip. Add a custom board cover for polished branded looks. So in December, when Kelly and I were off for 2 weeks, that was when I spent my time going through and figuring out what is the big thing that I'm going to work on in 2025. And it was Pinterest. So I spent some time. My whole idea was that I was going to go in and update all the covers on all of my boards. Well, that was a bit, what is the word that I'm looking for? Like
crazy.
There's another word for it that's a little kinder, but that was a bit much. So you can do it bit by bit, right? Start with a couple of start with a couple of evergreen boards and then work your way. Like right now, you would be updating summer related board covers, okay? For any boards that are specific to that. Don't overwhelm yourself with it. Will there be a replay of this sent? This lives on YouTube. Yep. So make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and you can go and rewatch this stuff for free over and over again.
But yes, there is an email going out in about an hour that says, did you miss it? Check it out here.
Yep. Thanks for asking. That's a good question. Okay. Number 6, engage with your audience. By engaging, you're going to build trust. Pinterest isn't just for pinning. Okay. So they believe that they're a social platform. I don't believe that they're a social platform. They believe that they are. Okay. So those with the gold make the golden rules, and we need to treat it as it is. So engaging with your audience there shows that you're active and approachable. An easy way to do that is to pay attention to the comments. Okay. So let's talk about a 10-minute task.
So how to do it in 10 minutes. Number 1, respond to any recent comments or questions on your own pins. It's just like all the other social channels. They think they're one. We've got to treat them like they are one. Then number 2, go leave meaningful comments on 5 pins from accounts in your niche. How do you find those? Those amazing group boards can help you find those accounts in your niche, right? Mm-hmm. Then number 3, save high quality pins from your followers or those niche accounts to your own board. So we respond, we leave our own, and then we repin people's stuff.
Okay.
That's it. So Pro tip, use this time to build those relationships with the other creators. By collaborating often, you're going to gain greater visibility.
All right. So number 7, this is the last 10-minute tip. You need to check your analytics and adjust. So why is it that analytics are important, and why is it that they can provide clarity? They're going to highlight what's working, and they're going to show you what's not working so that you can fine tune your strategy. Okay. So that you don't think that something is working, you know that something is working. So what is a 10-minute task that they can do to achieve this?
So I bought these papermate pens that are scented.
I can't with you. I can't. Let me see them. Show them
It smells like blueberries. It smells so good.
Here's the problem. You like flare pens. I can't do flare pens. I don't know. Flare pens are so teachery. Like teachers use flare pens, and then they get all
Teachers. Literally what we're doing right now, Crystal, is teaching.
all teachers. So I homeschool, but I'm not using a flare pen. Like
I love them. I don't like
keep-
a gel pen. I like yeah.
I thought you liked gel pens.
I don't. We've had this conversation before. I do not like gel pens. Okay, how do we do it in 10 minutes? First of all, we don't get sidetracked.
Do they really smell good?
Girl, you already know. I have so many pens. It is not, it's bad. Anyway, okay, 10 minutes. Open your Pinterest analytics and identify your top performing pins and boards. Back to those Pinterest analytics. Then number 2, start looking for patterns.
Yeah.
Right? We're not just looking at our top thing. We're really looking at patterns and what type of content really resonates with our audience. What design, what title, what niche. What are they really looking for? Not just those one-off things. And start making a note of what's not performing well. So you can decide if you can rework that when you create that new pin image to follow the design, the title, the look, the color, the whatever of some of those things that are performing really, really well.
All right, so here's a pro tip for you. Use your analytics insights to decide what content to focus on for your next pinning session. So go into the Pinterest analytics, look and see what is actually getting clicks. That's important, okay? It's great that you can get all these impressions, but if you can't get clicks, then what's it good for, okay? See what's
What
getting
is it good for? Absolutely.
I can't with you. What happened?
Oh, what is wrong with me this morning?
What did you have for breakfast?
My shake, my normal protein shake.
Oh my
It's
word.
like
Okay.
I've been sniffing pins.
And then I want you to also pay attention to your G4 analytics so that you know if it is, okay, it says it got clicks, but what kind of traffic is it sending? Okay. And you may be amazed. And then do more of what's working. Don't think that something's working. Know that something's working. And you're only going to find that in your numbers. So what are our final thoughts here, Miss Kelly?
Yep, that's it, guys. That is your roadmap to pin to win. Those are 7 10-minute Pinterest tasks that you can start today. You can sit down and do them all in an hour and 10 minutes, right? Or you can do a few a day, or you can do 1 a day, 7 days a week, right? It's all ready to go. You have your checklist. Making these small, consistent efforts is really going to transform your Pinterest account into a powerful tool by driving traffic and brand awareness.
Yes. All right. So here's your action plan. Number 1, choose one task to complete daily. Number 2, track your progress using Pinterest analytics. Number 3, watch your reach and engagement grow over time. And then don't forget our awesome printable, and it makes it super easy. Make this, carve out time for Pinterest. Okay. Carve out time and say, this is going to be your morning work, or this is going to be your kids' nap time work, or this is going to be the work you're working on while kids are in Taekwondo or at baseball practice or whatever it is. Carve out time for this. These are great things that you can work on during an interrupted time even, okay? We talk about interrupted time and uninterrupted time. This is how I grew up. This is how I grew a business. We've grown a business using our time wisely, okay? All right, wrap it up.
Remember, success on Pinterest doesn't come from spending hours on the platform at one time, but from being intentional and consistent in small little drips on a stone, right? You've got it. So go show Pinterest who's boss. And if you would like my blueberry scented pins, it's this one. It's this one. This is Sunday Brunch. So you're going to want Flare Sunday Brunch scented pins.
Do they have any other scented pins that aren't the flare pins?
I have no idea. I like flare pins. See my flares.
How many cups of pins do you have?
Oh, we really shouldn't talk about it. Look at this. Hold, please.
Okay. This is inspiring. I recently learned that RPM for Pinterest traffic is higher. Yeah, my RPM for Pinterest is higher. Okay, so I do like, hold up, those, you can't hear me? Can you hear me? Those skinny pins that are yellow, yeah, those are great. But again, if you write too hard and too fast, you bend them and
it's the felt tip. It's the felt tips. I love felt tips. So, and there's more. That's just what I can reach. So
they're fragile. All right.
No, I have so many plans.
My life is fragile in it. I got too much going on over here. Kimberly Huff wants those pins now. All right, guys, y'all have a great rest of your day. I'm going to make sure that I get this vehicle registration renewal done. Can't believe I forgot about that. And we will see you guys later on this week over on YouTube. If you want to binge us, just go to YouTube, Learn to Blog Hangouts, which that might be where you're at right now, and watch all the trainings. We've got some good stuff. Okay. All right. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later. Bye.